go again. This is Division III girls. So we're 20 minutes away from our next race, our third race, Boys Division II. You're now 20 minutes from the start of your race. And in this race, our defending champion in this division, this is Palos Verdes, ranked number 1 in the state. They're the defending section champions. Finished second in the state last year. They're led by Savannah Scriven, the Bay League champion, Brea Linda. They finished second in the prelims last week. They're the Brea Invitational champions this year. Torrance, ranked number 7th in the state. They were 3rd in the prelims. They won their race at the Mount Sac Invitational this year. South Torrance, ranked number 9th in the state. They were 6th in this race last year. They're the Pioneer League champions. Arroyo Belmonte won their 7th straight Mission Valley League championship this year. They're led by Kelly Luna Flores, the individual league champion. Portola, they won the Division IV Sweepstakes championship, the Mount Sac Invitational. They're led by Jaden Zavantage. She's the Pacific Coast League champion this year. Yorba Linda, 7th in last year's final. They won their prelim heat last week. They are led by Sienna Palicki. She is the North Hills League champion. Dos Pueblos, they are 6th in the section. They were the Channel League champions this year. And Phoebe Wolf Lyons, their freshman, was the individual league champion. Agura, 7th in prelims last week. And we have Corona Del Mar, Oak Park, Moore Park, Bonita, Granite Hills, North Torrance, Esperanza, La Mirada, Buena, Pacifica, Chino, San Marcos, Gabrielino, Hillcrest, and Rancho Alamitos. And Gabrielle Rangel, the Mountain Valley champion from San Bernardino. Tamara Hirschman from Santa Margarita, and her teammate Kendall Sager both made it as individuals. Haley Hernandez Santiago for Sahong of Temple City. Ariana Amescua of Don Lugo. Alana Peters of Monrovia. And Arissa Hatcher of South Hills are individuals who have qualified for this final. This final, just like all our 10 races today, champions will be crowned for the southern section, but qualifying for the state meet, that's important too, and it'll be the top 7 teams and individuals. If their team does not make it, if they're one of the first 5 individuals on non-qualifying teams, provided they finish in the top 20 in their race, they move on also.
Racing in that race. So once you check in, you can use the restroom.
Sinapalaki of Yorba Linda leading that group, but you see everybody in it. Palos Verdes and the orange, black and red and white. And the defending champions, Brea there, the white, yellow, and green, running very well as a group, but everybody in it. We're just about 1,200 meters into the race. in that group went by the first mile at 5:55. Valente, Breland up in there, Chavez, Chino, Scriven, Palos Verdes, Hatcher, Albert, South Torrance, Palaki, Yorba Linda, all in that lead group. 5:55, everybody's still in it. And after that mile, now we're starting to pick it up, and the pack's spreading out a little bit. Boys in race 3, Division 2, race 3, you should be heading over to the clerk. You're just a little bit more than 10 minutes away from the start of your race. Boys Division 2 should be heading over to the clerk. Our girls make their way around. I'd like to thank all of our great sponsors here. And you can pick up your first official CIF Southern Section 4 Championship souvenirs. You can do that online at CIF-ss.com. CIF-ss.com. Continues to be served here in our early races. Mia Chavez, the sophomore there, the Mount Baldy League champion from Chino, pushing that pace. Now they've just passed a mile and a half, just a shade over 9 minutes at 1.5. And again, you have the finished results in just about a quarter mile. They're going to pass over one of our scoring mats. They'll give us an unofficial quick score halfway through the race. You can download that at finishedresults.com. Finished results in the App Store and get that. And you can see it up on the screens near that 1.6 mile mark.
I'm going to go back to my tent.
Good job, Sienna! You look strong, girl! Keep it up! Good job!
Chavez in the blue, Chino pushing that piece a little bit, Valente going with it, but still in that group, we've got almost more than 10 girls in there. And we have in that group, Palaki, Chavez, Valente, Steeman, Zavanich, Scriven, Dow, Brea Linda, Sager, Santa Margarita, Reeves of Esperanza. So 9 girls in that lead pack.
You're doing great! You stay with this group, keep fighting!
And once again, this is an unofficial quick score at 1.6 miles. We've got Brea, Alinda, and Palos Verdes virtually locked in a dead heat up front, both scoring right around 42 points. Yorba Linda third at 69, then a large gap, South Torrance 134, Portola 139, Granite Hills 151, Oak Park in there also at 183, Granite Hills, Arroyo at 187, and Moore Park at 198. That rounds out the top 10.
you fucking got this. Let's go. Get up to that group. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh my, that pack's still solid. 10 of them right together as they approach the 2-mile mark, and then a large gap almost 50 meters back to the 11th, 12th, 13th girls, but a huge pack with a mile to go.
Perfect, Kendall. Good job. Get ready, Kendall. Go with them.
Okay, girls. Anytime. Here we come.
There we go, Tam. Keep it going. Last mile, girl. Here we go. Let's go, Tam. Every jersey. That's it, Tamara. Keep moving.
Here we go, Peyton.
Oh my, mile and a quarter. Everybody still at only a couple meters separating the first 9 now. They'll make that left turn. This is where Mackenzie Brown made her big move with about 3/4 of a mile to go. Division II boys getting ready to go on the start line.
Awesome job. Way to go.
Trying to separate a little bit just as Brown did, but it's only separating our pack by a couple meters. No one breaking away individually yet.
Hey, how are you? Good, good. Where you been shooting? You skinnier? Where you been shooting?
Over there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Come on, Mustang. Let's go.
So we've got different shooters in different spots, so just pay attention to like the other people. So you're in a different spot.
Way to go,
So yeah, have fun with it.
Way to go, Emma.
And looks like one of our 2 Palos Verdes girls, we can just see him in the distance there, has made a move. Has opened up about 15 meters with a half mile to go.
Good job, PV.
Just about 600 meters to go.
They're pulling them in, Mom. Right down. Come on, Mom. Come on, Mom. You got this. Come on, finish. Go. Come on.
Georgia, finish. Go, Gora, finish.
You know what to do, Sienna. Let's go. Almost done, Georgia. Let's go. Great race. Good job, Nicole. Good job. Good job, Nicole. Good job. Just relax. Go, Sienna.
And making that turn looks like Savannah Scriven, the senior from Palos Verdes, has broken it open here in the last half mile. And her teammates teaming running well. Palos Verdes trying to defend its team championship. And Palaki of Yorba Linda running in third, and Chavez of Chino in fourth. But we're running very quick, 17:10 on the clock. Savannah Scriven, the senior Bay League champion, heading home, going to add a Southern Section championship to her trophy case. Here we go. She will be the Division III Southern Section champion. Her teammates even holding on. Palaki in the red, white, and blue of Yorba Linda. Reeves and Chavez battling out. Chavez coming back in the blue. That's for that fourth and fifth spot. Like Chavez, Reed, Duget, Brea Linda 2 in the top 10. Palos Verdes is obviously the first two runners. And quite a gap for that first 9. And we'll look as the team battle now. Nobody with more than 2 across yet in that first 9. Palos Verdes black, white, gray on those bright yellow tops. And action all over the place. Here we go as our girls in D3 continue to finish the D2 race. Featuring the number 2 ranked team in the country and number 1 in the state in this division, the defending champions Newberry Park, led by the number 1 runner in the country, Nico Young, our course record holder here. Nico Young's 14:24. He did last year, and he's in this race. Should be another great battle here. And we'll keep an eye on that team scores here in that girls race, who will be our champion.
Great action here, one of the closest events we're going to have here to the day. And great unofficial, but right now they're maintaining a 7-point lead for that title. Yorba Linda in third, 6 points ahead of South Torrance. South Torrance only 2 points ahead of Arroyo, and 6 Torrance, and holding on that 7th spot. So just ahead of Portola is Granite Hills. So Granite Hills and Portola fighting over that last spot to the state championship. But right now, Palos Verdes now out to a 9-point lead over Brea in that team title competition.
Oh my, first 800, 213 at 800 meters. So this isn't like last week, we're not just cruising, we're running. This is the boys division 2. Should be a great race. The defending state and section champions, ranked number 2 in the country. This is Newberry Park, of course, led by Nico Young, the defending state and section champion, state champion last year at 3,200 meters, and of course ran 8:40 for 2 miles on the track for 3,200 at the Arcadia Invitational. Claremont, runner-ups last year, ranked number 2 in the state. They're in this race also. Third in the section, runner-up last year, the Palomares League champions. Thousand Oaks, 5th last year. The same league with Newberry Park, led by Michael Maryland's 5th in this race last year. West Torrance, 3rd in the state last year in D3, moving up to D2 this year. They won the Mount Sac Team Sweepstakes in Division 2. They were the D3 champs last year. Dana Hills moving down from Division 1 to Division 2, 3rd in the state in Division 1 last year. They won the Dana Hills Invitational, and they're the South Coast League champions. Redlands East Valley, 9th in the finals last year. They won the Citrus Belt League championship. Loyola, 3rd in the finals last year. They've been state champs 6 times. And out front, as we mentioned, Nico Young, ranked number 1 in the country here, and his teammate Jace Ashbrenner gives Newberry Park that 1-2, and the rest of their runners, their top 5 in that chase group, but very quickly here, Nico is the course record holder at 14:24. Undefeated throughout the year. He has beaten some of the West's best runners this year. Again, 8:40 for 3,200 on the track last year. And he's going through that first mile very quick. Wow, very quickly.
Okay,
4:30, just a shade over 4:30 for the first mile for Nico Young.
now check in.
Officially, Peter Gardo, our spotter out there, gives us that mile at 4:32. So what a great opportunity here to look at one of the great runners in the country.
Guys up first.